Hello, and thanks for tuning in again. Today we're with Van Schuette from United RX Solutions, a pharmaceutical reverse distributor which provides multiple return services. And today's topic, Van, by the way, thanks for sitting down with us. Today's topic, we're discussing what procedures should be followed when closing a pharmacy and returning pharmaceutical inventory. Now, Van, talk to me about what should a pharmacy owner do to start the closing process?
First of all, I always recommend contacting a United RX Solutions store closing professional to discuss all DEA, wholesaler, and third-party requirements.
Okay, so they would contact United RX Solutions, right? Speak to a store closing professional, and can you discuss what those requirements may be?
Sure, closing a store can include many variables, obstacles, and pitfalls.
Okay.
The first thing I always recommend is to refer back to your wholesaler contract that's in place. Policies can vary from wholesaler to wholesaler and from contract to contract. These are the general stipulations on returning stock from a closing. Wholesalers would take back full and sealed products with 6 to 7 months indated left on that product.
Okay.
It's really 6 months on the indating because by the time everything's processed, which takes a month, so it's really, comes back to about 6 months. So anything that has 6 months left on the dating before it's expired, they will take.
Okay.
The same process for controls. However, C2s must be purchased back through a DEA 222 form. Restocking fees. Again, it can vary, but restocking fees for this type of procedure usually ranges between 15 to 20% on average. Products that were purchased less than 4 months prior to the returning date is not subject to a restocking fee. So if you just bought that product, 4 months or less ago before you're returning it, there'll be no charge.
What about refrigerated items?
Refrigerated items. They can be returned, but it's a little more involved. It may require call tags to maintain the integrity of the product. So again, that is something that I would, recommend reaching out to the wholesaler and inquiring about. One other big thing is that you always want to maintain a relationship with your account representative and possibly somebody in the credit department. They will be your best advocate after your store is closed if you have any questions. So again, try to maintain those relationships.
Okay, and are there any DEA requirements?
There are DEA requirements when closing a pharmacy, and it's very important to follow these steps. First thing is you must keep your DEA license active. When processing returns, all third parties require an active DEA license to receive an approved return debit memo number. So make sure that your DEA is active and stays active during the length of time that you'll be sending back these products. So if you're sending back indated products that go, 1 or 2 years ahead, you really want to keep your DEA license active up until that date. So in some cases, it may even be worth renewing your license, especially if you have products that are expensive and again, have a long period of time left on that expiration date.
Okay, and does it work the same for wholesaler credits? Or
When it comes to wholesaler credits, wholesalers will still accumulate credits after your store is closed. If you have an open balance, they will apply those credits towards your balance. If you do not have an open balance, they should still accumulate those credits as well. But we recommend you contact your wholesaler after a period of time to inquire about these potential pending funds. So again, you want to keep that relationship open with your wholesaler. So if you have any questions moving forward, or if you're just, questioning or looking into what credits they've received already. Like I mentioned prior, your previous relationship with your wholesaler rep may be very beneficial during this process.
Van, that's great information for pharmacy owners to be aware of. Now, if someone would like to move forward, how do they go about sending the products to you?
Well, we do have 2 options available. The first would be, if we have a local service representative in your area, the representative would provide everything you would need to complete the process. The other option we have, and which is most frequently requested, is our contactless service. With this service, we would send the client everything they would need to complete the return on their own. We would provide all shipping materials the client would need. That would include large shipping boxes, prepaid FedEx labels. If you're returning controlled substances, we would provide tamper-resistant controlled substance bags, large resealable zip-top bags for any liquids you may have, anything like that. And again, if you're returning controls, we would provide all the inventory forms necessary to get that process started.
Wow, I learned a lot. Van, thanks again for taking the time to sit down and give us some expert insight about how the pharmacy closing process works.
It was my absolute pleasure.
I think that's it. Is there anything else you'd like to say to our listeners?
Again, please don't hesitate to reach out to United RX Solutions, and we'll put you in contact with a store closing professional.
Van, again, thank you.
Thank you again.